President Metsola. These gatherings have frequently become sort of the testing point of the schisms in the world political order, or at least the West. And I think that has been true more this year than most. We've had a new U.S. administration that has had to go work its way through positions on Ukraine, on a series of other conflicts. We saw European leaders step out in great protest that they felt that they were being excluded from the negotiations over the future of Ukraine. I can't recall in the years that I've come here quite as much contention as the one we've seen now. Tell us what you saw and why you think that came to a head this week.
Well, I think we were sort of expecting it. For months now, we've looked at what will essentially be a very different way of discussion across the Atlantic. And I think a realization that has happened months ago in the European Union that voters want their political representatives to act faster and act with determination and mostly self-confidence. I think Europe has not shown that self-confidence enough, and these last few days have laid it bare. I think the one thing that I can take away, which surprised me the most, is that there is a sort of doubt about what we would call freedom of expression here, or protection of free speech in Europe. You know, looking at Europe and being here in Munich, looking back just a generation ago, countries were behind the Iron Curtain, where there was no freedom at all. We fought a lot to get that freedom, and today we defend those freedoms. We could discuss as to whether we're doing well from a competition perspective, from a cybersecurity perspective, investment in defense, but I would not let's say, agree with any question as to whether freedom of speech is protected here. We can get offended, you can insult each other. Of course, there's a borderline with what is incitement to violence or hatred, but we really do that job well, and our values are protected. And I think that that's where we have to be sort of coherent, and when we push back against any narrative that would be inclined to believe otherwise.